Hey YouTubers, we're going to go ahead and do an oil change on a second generation 2001 Toyota RAV4. And as you can see, we've already got it up on the ramps and we're getting ready to get started. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and remove the filler cap. And then take it and set it aside where it won't get dirty. Now if we look right here, here's the oil pan and there's the drain plug again right here. And we're going to go ahead and move to right under there. If you can see it, it's right there. But you can see it's right next to the oil pan. Okay, we're getting ready to get started here. Make sure you've got everything so you're set up. In other words, I've got my 14mm socket here. I've got my oil filter wrench. I've got my rags and everything else. Right now I've got the oil pan and it's setting directly under the drain plug, because as soon as you start loosening that, it's going to want to drip straight down. And then when you finally remove it, it's going to shoot towards the rear because it's under pressure. So you want to be able to move your oil pan real quickly. And then of course, as there's less and less oil and it's not under pressure, then it's going to go ahead and drip straight down again. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get started. Okay, now it's loose, and I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath here. And as it gets closer to the to getting empty, then I'll go ahead and be ready to slide it back. And there it is. Okay, this is the old washer right here, and I'm going to go ahead and remove it. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a new Toyota OEM washer on that. You can buy aftermarket ones, but all the negative reviews claim that they leak, and sometimes that they don't stay tight. Even though you tighten them to the manufacturer specs, they don't remain tight. So I got a OEM one, and I'll put it in the description for you, and just so you know, I'm not an affiliate, so I don't make any money off of it. Okay, when you get down to a trickle, I'm going to go ahead and wipe up in the area here, just so that get any dirt away from there. And then I'm going to go ahead and reinsert it, and then I'm going to tighten it to the manufacturer specs. And I'm going to use a torque wrench. Okay, I could not find what the torque was for this. I looked online. Sometimes you got to be very careful when you look online, because you get all kinds of information. But I saw between 36 and 40. I saw two different things, and so I'm going to go ahead and go with 38, and then I'm going to see how tight that seems. So. And there it is. Okay, I got the filter loose. Now I'm going to go ahead and take it out the rest of the way by hand. There it goes, it's dripping there. I'm going to go ahead and just leave it there and let it drip for a while and let some of it get out of there, and then I'll take it the rest of the way off. Okay, as it gets loose, be prepared to catch it, and then I'm going to turn it upside down and let it drain the rest of the way. Okay, if you look right there, you can see the where the oil filter goes. You can kind of see this is where the gasket on the oil filter will rest up against all the way around. And then right there, if you can see that, that's there's a hole in the middle of the oil filter, and it actually goes around that when you tighten it. And so then of course you tighten it hand tight. Okay, on a previous video I went ahead and showed how to lubricate the gasket on an oil filter, and unfortunately the filter wasn't really in the camera's view, so because I was under a car. So anyways, this is the way you do it. Go ahead and get your new filter, and then grab some oil, and then go ahead and get a nice generous amount, and then just go around it 2, 3, 4 times. That's probably enough right there. And then just make sure it soaks in, and there you have it. Then do it right before you're going to put it on the car, and that should do it. And what the oil does is it keeps the gasket from binding when you're putting it on. If it were to catch, then it could damage part of the gasket and the oil would leak. So that's why you use the oil. Okay, here it is, and we're going to go ahead and put it right up underneath there. We're going to find that little hole. It's kind of not too hard to do. And then we're going to do it just hand tight. And that'll do her. Okay, we're going to go ahead and refill the engine with oil. And I've got a funnel right down in there. I could not find what the quantity was in the book, in the owner's manual. And I saw 2 different, how much there would be. Actually, I saw 3, 4.0, 4.2, and 4.4 quarts. So I'm just going to add 4, then put the oil filler cap back on, start it up, let it run for a little while, and then shut it off. And in a few minutes after that, I'll go ahead and recheck it. So, okay, I know the drain plug was back in, and I know the oil filter was put back on, and I just filled the engine with 4 quarts of 5W30 oil, which I know this engine takes. Go ahead and check to make sure what kind of oil your engine takes. But added the 4 quarts, and so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and put the oil filler cap back on, and then I'm going to go ahead and start the engine back up. I'm going to run it for maybe just a minute or 2 just to make sure that the oil circulates throughout the engine. Then I'm going to go ahead and shut it off, and then within maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes I'll go ahead and recheck the oil and see if I need to add any more oil. So anyways, I hope the video helped you out. If you liked it and it helped save you some money, please go ahead and like and give me a thumbs up, and maybe we can help some other people save some money as well. I know oil changes on my Toyota Camry, which has 6 cylinders, cost $85. And I did this for about I think it was $40. So anyways, hey, thanks a lot for watching.